it's Eugenia. So I finally got the iPhone 6S. I've had the iPhone 5S for like the longest time, and the battery life was just so bad that I literally just could not deal with it anymore. So like the first day I could upgrade, I did. My dad came along too to get a new phone. My dad loses so many iPhones. I don't think I've ever met anyone who loses as many iPhones as my dad does, and he's probably in like his 6th one in like 2 years. So the guy who was helping us at the Apple store was like super cool and super nice, and he literally spent like 4 hours with us just kind of answering questions, mostly by my dad. I've learned that my dad pretty much has no iPhone or technology experience whatsoever. If you have an iPhone, you most likely know that pretty much everything on your iPhone is connected by this thing called an Apple ID. I think pretty much everyone knows that, but not my dad. So the guy was asking him for his Apple ID. It's like a simple question so he can log in and get his stuff going. And my dad is literally just there like, what? Wait, what's an Apple ID? I have a regular ID, but I don't think I have an Apple ID. My dad actually technically did have an Apple ID. Like now I have my own Apple ID, but like when I was a lot younger, I would borrow my dad's. So he starts telling them, oh yeah, okay, so my email is kevin.cooney@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure my dad is not even aware of what his own email is. He does not have a Gmail. I was so confused. And my dad works at a place where he's on computers all day and on a certain email that I'm not going to say because I'm not going to expose my dad's email. What is he talking about? You may know this if you know a lot about Apple. If you have an iCloud, you can kind of use it as like an external hard drive to like store stuff on it, and it can be used as storage. And then there's another thing, like when you actually buy an iPhone and you choose what amount of storage you want. So my dad seemed to mix that up and think that he could like upgrade his storage if he decides he wants more. So my dad was just like, oh, alright, cool, well I'll just get the 16 gig now, and then if I decide that I want more storage later, like the 64, then I'll just upgrade then, and then I can have more storage. That's not how it works. You can't get more storage on your actual phone. Whatever the storage is, like the hard drive or whatever, that's like internally in the phone. That's not a thing. But I'm actually totally spacing on what this was. I wish I could remember now. But I know it was either something with like the storage or something with the Apple ID or something like that. He was just like, well, okay, if I end up needing to use that, then I'll just go to the Apple store. That would be a great idea, but we're kind of already at the Apple store. So then, in case he had a backup, which he doesn't, because like I said, he loses like every single phone, the guy was telling him how he could like back it up and restore his phone or whatever. Then we went into like another hour of conversation right here with my dad not seeming to understand how the App Store works, and he was convinced that there was only 2 apps on there. So he basically was just asking the guy for an hour why he would need to restore anything when he could just download the 2 apps. I can just go to the App Store and just download the 2 apps. Well, why would I want to do that? Like, my dad always does this like, that I don't know why. And then when we were finally done purchasing his phone, then he wanted to purchase a case. So like, where does this go? How do I put this on? Like, what? So it really seems like my dad does not understand the simple concept of putting an iPhone case on. So yeah, I definitely had an interesting experience at the Apple store for sure. Well, thank you guys for watching this video about my crazy experience at the Apple store. If you guys enjoyed it, then make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, I will